So yeah, feels like it's going to be a day filled with venting, yapping, and ranting. So let's get started. First off, I'm fucking bored. That's why I'm doing a video while I'm doing my hair, because I don't want to just sit here, just doing my hair like, what? Watching YouTube videos about hair? Well, that's boring. Watch like a movie or a show I've seen like a million times? That's boring too, because all this new shit that's out there, fucking hate it. It makes no sense to me. It's all the same. Nobody ever stays in the car. Everybody always falls when they're running from the bad guy. The emergency people get there after the emergency's already done. What the hell is that all about? I don't even understand that whole theory. And that's actually ruined a lot of shows for me. I mean, my husband's like, Toots, we have never, ever finished a series. That's because I'll get 2, 3, 4 series in and it gets so freaking stupid I can't stand it anymore. So I don't finish it. I can watch 5 seasons, all the episodes, and not watch the last 2 because why? It's stupid. Oh, and another thing that bugs me about series, if you do get involved and if you are interested in it, it just ends. It's just canceled, and you're left there going, what? Like holding your private parts, like, what just happened? Everything was going well. I was interested, I was entertained, we were all engaged, and then all of a sudden, nothing, like a bad date. Who wants to do that on purpose? That's why I don't watch a lot of TV anymore. That's why I'm on YouTube and, TikTok. That's why. While I'm ranting and yapping, I really am, exuding good vibes. I just have a lot to say. I can't keep my brain quiet today. So, best thing to do is just, work it out. Like a bad kink that you have in your shoulder or your neck. Sometimes when you have a lot of venting inside of you, just gotta work it out. Just gotta, work it out, work it out, work it out, work it out, work it out. Am I stimming now again too? Holy cow. I'm absolutely stimming. Blah, 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 blah. There's that too. Holy cow. Holy cow, have I even put anything in my hair yet? It's wash day, right? That's why I'm tripping, right? And so it's time to detangle. I don't even have anything in my hair yet. I gotta get busy. Shit. I'm typically not a guilty person. I'm that person that feels guilty for not feeling guilty. And so I got to thinking about what one of my followers said the other day. My sixth sense, I love him. He rants and raves all the time. He's just amazing. And he got me thinking about making phone calls. You guys, I suck at making phone calls. I hate talking on the phone. I hate talking on the phone. I prefer texting. And I don't like to text either because people always misunderstand what I'm texting. So then I always have to do emojis. And they're always like, why are your text messages like all emojis and no words? And I'm like, because every time I say words, for whatever reason, they tend to like piss you off or something, or you think I'm being rude, and I'm not. So what else am I supposed to do? So I do all emojis. So all of you young kids out there are like, oh, what are all these old people using all these emojis all the time? It's so lame. It's because of you. It's because of you. Because every time we try to text you something, you're like, oh, well, what did you mean by that? And do you have an attitude, or la 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 la. Nobody fucking wants to deal with that. Nobody. Fucking send emojis. It's what I do. Take it or leave it. And back to why I hate phone calls, because people will be like, oh, well, you always say you hate talking on the phone, but then when you call, you yap, I never shut my mouth. And I try to explain to them, it's only because I have a lot to say. It's not because I enjoy talking on the phone, because I don't. But I have a lot to say, and if anybody is out there willing to listen, then I'm gonna say it, which is why I'm on TikTok, right? You get it? You get it? They don't get it. And so I'm made to feel guilty for, not wanting to make phone calls. Well, no, you know what? Look, I'm putting that guilt on myself because I have some cousins that I really should call and I haven't called, and there's no reason why I haven't called other than I just haven't. And you know what? Let me tell you about ADHD medication. Fabulous. I love it. I'm on it right now. I feel amazing. But you know what though? It doesn't fix executive function. I still can't function executively in my brain. How do I get from point A to point B to get to point Z? No fucking clue. How am I gonna figure that out? What's that about? Why do I know I need to make phone calls, but I still don't wanna make phone calls? And they're my family. Somebody make it make sense. Plus, we know it's Sunday, right? So we know it's doing my hair day, and we know what that means, doesn't it? We do, right? We know what that means. What the fuck am I gonna put in my hair today? And y'all know I don't like surprises. You know, and getting back to the phone calls, my son's been calling me every day, and we've been talking for like an hour, and neither one of us like talking on the phone. And so when we're done talking, we're like tapped out, man. Like if our glass was full, it's like empty. You know what I mean? And me and my kid have to talk. We're the only ones that understand each other. Like for real. We're the only ones who understand each other. Everybody else looks at us like we have 10 eyeballs on our forehead. So anyway, I'm all tapped out on the phone calls. I mean, I've got like legit phone calls I need to make that are important, you know, like life type things, you know, like executive function type things. I'm not doing those either. So if I'm not calling you back, you're not special. You're just not next. Does this make sense? Okay, good. My hair is growing though. Ain't she cute? I think she's cute. So what started this whole venting thing, you must be asking? What tipped her off? You know, I was making a cake this morning for my husband, and I hadn't taken my medication yet, but I've made box cakes, you know, my whole life. I kept screwing up. I got out the wrong number of eggs. I dropped the eggs on the floor, and then I had to get another one, then I had to clean that up, and then I had to try to figure out, you know, what pan do I use, because why could I not remember what pan I used to bake cakes in? It's the same fucking pan I've used for like 5 years. I don't even understand what happened there. And then, you know, I'm like, well, it says I'm supposed to cook it, you know, X amount of minutes for this size pan, but I don't have that size pan. I have this size pan. So what am I supposed to do with that? And then I'm thinking to myself, here it is. I got to do math first thing in the morning to try to figure out how long to cook this fucking cake. Are you kidding me right now? Where's my executive function? Why can't I get my executive functioning to function? That's what's chapping my hide today. I am 64 years old. What do I look like? Trying to figure out, you know, I'm on my ADHD medication, you know, cool. I'm loving it. I can focus more. What am I supposed to do with the focus when I don't know how to use my executive functioning? Somebody explain it to me, please. I'll do it. Just explain it. Make it make sense. Why can't I function? Jesus. Boy, getting on here and ranting and raving and all that kind of stuff, man, I'm really getting through my detangling quick today, so that's a positive. You know, and this probably seems like I'm all over the place, and I am, but you know what though? When I do my little short videos, I'm doing like one little thought at a time when I have like 50 million, you know, thoughts going on in there, and so this is the real me. I talk way too fast, I have way too many things on my brain, I rant and vent all the damn time. Inside my head, I'm gonna start venting and getting it out. There's something to be said about that, you know what I mean? I'm starting to feel a little bit better, and I'm almost done with this, so then I can go wash my hair and figure out what the fuck I'm gonna put in it. I'm exhausted already, you guys, holy cow. You know, and those people that don't understand masking, I mean, now I completely get it. I understand why I got so far in my careers, you know, until I was fired. I'm the master at masking. Even with my little short videos, it's like, sometimes you're just seeing the best of me at that time, and I keep the crazy parts hidden. And I'm like, well, and I'm not saying that I'm crazy, I'm just talking about, you know, the crazy parts, you know, like that. And so I'm like, you know what, I just need to be me for a day and see if I can. I don't even know if I'm gonna post this, you guys, because like this is the real me all the time, just constantly rambling and running my fucking mouth. Even if I'm in a room by myself, I'm talking to myself out loud. Who does that? Do neurotypicals do that? Do we just do that as neurodivergents? Do you talk to yourself out loud and answer yourself because nobody else makes fucking sense to yourself but you? Is this you? It's so weird. So my medication's kicked in. I can feel it kicking in, and I can feel, you know, I can feel myself just go, man. You know, I'm kind of glad I got all that ranting and raving out, and now my meds have kicked in, and I'm ready to go wash my hair, and picking products now doesn't seem so labor intensive. But I'm still not making any fucking phone calls, so don't get your panties all in a bind.